a regular on the show, and we love to hear what's happening on the island. It's always changing, always growing, always something new, so definitely plan your visit now.
Yeah, we had Kay and Hayward from Grand Hotel on a little earlier, and also we started with Patty James from Michigan Cares for Tourism, which is a really cool program they have going on as part of Travel Michigan. So it's been a lot of fun, and if you want to listen to this show at all, go to our website, behindthemitten.com, or check us out on Facebook, Behind the Mitten with John Gonzalez and Amy Sherman.
That's right. All right. Coming up next, our next guest, one of our all-time favorites, a regular on Behind the Mitten. We'd like to welcome the infamous Paul Beachnow from Gaylord, Michigan.
Hey, guys. How are you doing today?
Paulie B.
Yeah.
We're doing great. We get to see you. And by the way, happy birthday.
Hey, thank you.
Yeah.
Man, oh, man. It just feels crazy to be 40.
You said that 10 years ago.
Wank, wank, yeah. Again, 40 again. That's what I always say. I'm celebrating 29 like perpetually.
Right. But you went 40, though. That's smart. Smart move.
Yeah.
You can get away with 40.
I can get away with 40.
You can.
Heck yeah.
I can, too, kind of.
You got carded.
I did get carded today.
But then she laughed.
She was a trainee, Paul, so she had
to card everybody.
Yes.
Don't take that personally, Gonzo.
No,
yeah.
I did not take it personally.
I love it. Well, Paulie B, there's always fun things happening up in Gaylord. Your tagline is all outdoors, and it truly is a place that you can enjoy every season. And I think people sometimes maybe have in their head, maybe just come up for the summer or something like that. But no, you have stuff going on all the time.
We do, and we're really proud of our community. We just went through a strategic plan and a community tourism assessment to maybe find other opportunities. You know, we've promoted Soft Adventure. We're a great spot for winter rafting, for just rafting on the Sturgeon and bike riding and hiking and kayaking, and we want to take it to the next level. So we're anxious for the snow to melt now. I can't believe I'm saying that.
King of winter, what's up?
King of winter, as I'm on the spring bandwagon right now because there's a lot of great stuff coming up this spring with the ice coming off the water, and just getting back out, getting ready to do some biking, and we're really excited about a new trail segment that's going to go from Waters, Michigan. It's about 11 miles south of Gaylord. It's going to come right into town, and it's going to hook up with the trail, the North Central Trailway, which starts just north of town and goes all the way to Mackinac City. So that project is going to be under construction this summer. We're really excited. It's going to go right by Otsego Lake. It's going to go right by the Otsego Lake State Park, which is just one of the most venerable state parks in the entire system. It's been there since the early 1900s.
I love it. That trail is super fun to ride on, and to add an extra 11 miles or so is fantastic. It'll just make my thighs burn even more, right?
Paul, we love how you're just such an ambassador for Northern Michigan and for the Gaylord area. But it's hard to believe, but there are people out there listening right now that have never been to Gaylord. Can give us an overview, just kind of real quick. What can they expect when they come to your community?
Well, thank you, and we do pride ourselves in Northern Michigan that we all work together. Petoskey and Traverse City and Mackinac Island, we're all in this together, and people anymore want to be a little bit more regional. But if you come to the Gaylord area, the nice thing first and foremost is we've got such a great central location to be able to visit those other communities. So we're a great launching point for doing day trips. But really, we're all about all outdoors and about, as I mentioned earlier, soft adventures with our bike trails. We have over 90 small inland lakes that are great for kayaking and swimming and water sports. We've got the North Central Trail that goes from Gaylord all the way to Mackinac City. You can literally ride your bike 62 miles and see the Mackinac Bridge, and you see parts of northern Michigan that you'll never see. And you'll see wetlands and beaver dams and go through some of the most beautiful parts of northern Michigan on bike. And there's just a different vibe, a different feel than looking out your car window. You can just be part of it, and you can step out of it and stop and take a picture. And it's just really a special experience. One thing we're incredibly proud of, and people still don't know this in our state, is that we have one of the largest free-ranging elk herds east of the Mississippi River. and it's so vitally important. If you've never seen an elk out in the wilds, it's just an amazing experience. Elk were reintroduced to the Gaylord area, the Pigeon River Forest, exactly 100 years ago. So this is a 100th anniversary. Elk are native to Michigan, and they went extinct, and they were brought back in 1918, and that herd has flourished, and that forest is managed specifically for the care of the elk herd and for other wildlife habitats. A really special place, and a place I spend a lot of time out on the Pigeon River.
You do love the Pigeon River.
I do, yes, I do.
Well, the elk herd is pretty cool, and there's lots of viewing areas, so you can go and actually see the elk and actually experience these beautiful animals.
You can. Our city maintains an elk herd in an enclosed area. They own about 80 acres, and they were able to transplant some elk from a defunct wildlife park, and they care for those elk, and you can see them and watch them, and they're just a fascinating experience.
Well, now Gonzo and I were lucky enough to we went to Atlanta, Michigan a little while ago, a couple weeks ago, and we got to see the elk in the box. So if you can't get out to see the actual elk, have you seen the elk in the box?
I've seen the elk in the box.
Have you listened to the elk in the box? Because he talks to you.
Yes, he bugles, I think.
Yes, he does,
Yeah.
and it's a little
might have some audio of
disturbing.
that too somewhere. It's interesting, I'll say that. The other thing about Gaylord, too, there's your elevation. I mean, you guys are up there, so there's some, I want to call them mountains, but then there's some big hills.
Right. We are the highest elevated city in the Lower Peninsula, and we're the headwaters for 5 major river systems.
What rivers are those?
And that would be the Black, the Pigeon, the Sturgeon, the North Branch of the Asable, and the Upper Manistee.
You nailed it.
Yeah. And so we are the headwaters. We're notoriously sandy soil, so everything drains really well and then flows to start these beautiful river systems. And of course, one of my favorite I've taken you guys on is the Sturgeon River, which literally starts in my backyard. And most listeners do not realize there are some falls that are named after Gonzo, and we actually have the Upper and Lower Gonzo Falls. And
there's a big drop off there.
If you're a Facebook friend of mine, I just posted some picture of Upper and Lower Falls. We're going to need to get a sign, though, to be careful between the Upper and Lower, because the drop off, the fall off is
pretty significant.
Is dangerous, and you're going to want to take your kayak out and portage around, because we don't want anyone to get hurt.
But there's also a ridge there as well.
There is. There's a hidden ridge.
Hidden is being the key word.
Being that is just absolutely gorgeous. It's stunning, but it's hidden, kind of like you, Amy Sherman.
Thanks, Polly B.
All
right, Polly B, we always love to have you on the last segment of the show because you help us pick
Beer
of the Week. And so this week we picked a beer that is been released throughout Michigan. It is a sign that summer is coming. No matter if you like this beer or not, it is definitely Michigan summer beer. And so we picked Oberon from Bell's Brewing, just released this past Monday. Great beer. It's nice and light, easy drinking, refreshing.
Yeah, a lot of people serve it with an orange, which is interesting because Larry Bell never planned it that way. It just kind of happened. Mm-hmm. But you don't have to put an orange in if you don't want to.
Are you an orange in or orange out, Polly B?
I would be an orange in, and it's one of the few. I don't usually like fruits in my beers, but this is definitely an exception. It just adds a little bit of pizzazz. And as you know, I'm a big IPA lover, and I like some of that grapefruit and, of course, blackberry, which I'm still waiting for.
It's only your
birthday. It's not the season,
I've been
Polly.
told about it, but hopefully one of these days. It keeps trying to make its way to Gaylord, but it just never gets there.
I don't know why.
I don't know what that's all about.
Amy's not an orange fan. It depends on me, the mood I'm in at the moment. So sometimes yes, sometimes no. Right now, no.
Okay. You know why no? Because they didn't have any oranges cut yet.
Because you didn't bring one is why. So.
All right, thank you, Polly B, for helping us pick Beer of the Week. Bell's Oberon Ale. You can get it all across state right now, right?
That's right.
That's right. John Gonzalez, tell me some events that are happening around the state this week.
I'm glad that you asked, Amy. There's a little band called Mustard Plug.
Yo.
They have a show. You actually hear them on this show, Behind the Mitten.
They're our intro song, right?
That's right, the beer song. You can see them April 13th at Bell's. Eccentric Cafe.
We went to that show last year, and
year.
it was awesome. It was rocking. We got to drink a ton of great beer. It was so much fun. Go see Mustard Plug.
Definitely. The Perrin Brewing Company No Rules release party.
Perrin,
is
one of
taking-
Polly B's favorites.
I am a huge Perrin fan.
April 14th at the Perrin Brewing Company in Comstock Park. I don't know if this is a first-year event, but it sounds interesting. The Grub and Brew Fest taking place April 14th at Old Boys Brew House in Spring Lake. I saw that Pigeon Hill's going to be there. Several
I
breweries.
think that might be a new one. I haven't heard of that one.
I think it is, but it sounds like a lot of fun. And don't forget the Traverse City Chocolate Festival, April 15th at the City Opera House in Traverse City.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
Yeah, why not? A little chocolate with your beer.
Chocolate's always good, yeah.
Do you want to mention Zenders has a 24th annual Ragtime Festival, April 18th through 21.
Well, there you go. Okay, cool events happening all across the state. Of course, you can get more information if you go to our website, behindthemitten.com.
Paul, did we forget one?
Yeah, you forgot there's a color run in Gaylord benefiting the American Cancer
April
Society.
18th.
April 14th.
Oh, 14th.
I'm
Okay.
signed up. It's Saturday, April 14th.
You're running?
So I am running, and I think you guys should come up and do the color run.
We
That
do
might-
run 5Ks really well together.
Yes, we do.
There's another run, April 28th, Amy's birthday, also out of Treetops.
Oh,
They have one.
yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
That might be pushing me on my birthday. I don't see you running a 5K today, Polly B.
Not today, sister.
All right, well, extra happy birthday to you, Polly B. Where can
Thank
people
you.
get more information about all of the things they can do outdoors in Gaylord?
GaylordMichigan.net.
Awesome. All right, thanks for joining us on Behind the Mitten. All right, John, where are we going to be next week? We don't know, but stay tuned to Behind the Mitten to find out.